What up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy February. It is the first weekend in February, the best month of the year. Awesome people are born in February, including myself. I'll be celebrating a birthday this month, and it's Black History Month. So happy February. Today's topic of conversation is going to be how to find your voice, as you can see by the title. So I'll be talking about how I found my voice, how I'm still finding my voice, and what the heck that even means. My personal definition is speaking without fear, or regardless of the circumstance. And I also feel that finding your voice comes from truly knowing who you are at the core of your being. That's where that confidence comes from. And it's such a beautiful thing when someone actually self-actualizes and finds their voice. First, I'm gonna start off with ways your voice can be silenced. Your voice can be silenced by, one, caring about what people think. People pleasing, fear of being disliked through traumatic experiences, abusive relationships, hurtful words being said to you, things that rewire the things that you believe about yourself or the way that you feel about yourself. All of these things are examples of ways that your voice can be silenced. And over time, if you don't get the proper healing, it stops you from speaking your mind, from saying what it is you truly want to say or what you feel needs to be said. My voice was silenced for years. Since I was a teenager, I just dealt with people coming against me, coming for me, just trying to kill my dreams. We all know we have people in our lives that say they root for you, but really they don't. They are not for you. And when you can start to distinguish who those people are, it's like getting the handbook to life, man. That you're spilling out your dreams and your heart's desires to them. You'll start to realize a shift in the company that you keep. And the people that are actually rooting for you and actually want to see you succeeding, those are the ones that you want in your corner. Weeding out those voices and those people who aren't for you is step one to finding your voice. Be authentic to who it is that you are. You are born an original. Don't die a copy. Like, nobody has the juice like you have it. You ain't got the juice like that. You ain't got the juice like that. That's cold, ice cold, girl. You ain't had to do them like that, but I do. Gotta come through quick. If you know, you know. Being authentic to who you are, like nobody, that's your superpower. Nobody can be you. And I am learning that more and more about Patrice. What does that mean to be unapologetically me? Because that's the goal, that's the journey, that's the mission this year. This YouTube channel here is an example of me finding my voice. I'll never get anywhere if I continue to care about what people think. And that's the same thing about what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm making this video. Don't be afraid of what people think. Whatever it is that you want to start doing, do it. Just do it. It's 2023 and it's time. Stop sleeping on your dreams. One, you can start with asking yourself, what is it I am passionate about? What is that thing that you can't stop thinking about? What is that thing that you would attempt to do if you knew that you couldn't fail? Another question you can ask yourself is, what is my biggest fear? For me, the fear of failure, coupled with the fear of regret, which is crazy because that can be broken down to the fear of doing versus the fear of not doing. They cancel each other out. Like, I'm scared if I do and I'm scared if I don't, so I'm just scared. Another question to ask yourself is, are you worried about what people think? And be honest. Are you worried about what people will say? And then I'm gonna ask you the question, are they putting food on your table? Are they paying your bills? Do they even know when your birthday is? How much do these people matter? And even if they are, all that matters is what you think and what you believe about yourself. And lastly, who am I? If somebody asks you, who are you? What would you say? The funny thing is that is a question that so many people just don't know the answer to, man. And then oftentimes when you say, who are you? The first thing a person will say is, oh, I'm a personal fitness trainer, or oh, I'm an actress. They wrap that up in their job title, how they make their money. That's not who you are. Who you are goes much deeper than the surface. If someone asked me who I am, I would say, I am an ambitious woman who believes life is far too valuable and far too short not to live it to the fullest. I am a woman who's passionate about showing and helping someone take life's lemons and turn them into the sweetest of lemonade. This life is hard, y'all. And if I could just impact one life, if I could just help one person see the greatness in themselves, that would make me feel like my life, my purpose was accomplished. No matter what it is that your heart desires, just put in the hard work, put in the dedication, and have the faith that you can attain it, and watch your dreams become your reality. That's why I'm here, and that's what I'm doing, That's who I am, and that's what I stand for. A way to keep your voice is to draw the line. Keep your boundary. Don't cross me. I'm learning, because I've always been very sweet and nice, and I equate being direct with being mean for whatever reason. Now, I definitely don't have a problem with my boundary, but I have a line to the fuse that is a mile long. And then right before that dynamite explodes is when I'm like, I gotta figure out how to say this direct. I was in a marriage for a period of time where I had absolutely no voice. I didn't know what to believe. I was being fed lies over and over and over again, to the point that I didn't know who I was, what my voice was, what I even sounded like, what I was doing. I was so confused. I've been divorced for about 4 years, actually, almost 4 years now. And it's still been a journey. Still, I'm moving forward, ain't looking back, going forward. And it feels so good. It's been a journey of finding my voice ever since getting out of that relationship and spending time loving Patrice only. Like just dating myself, loving myself, spending time with myself, just being. And it's been so wonderful. It's just been great. And I've fallen in love with myself in the process. I'm like, yo, I really like you. I really like you. And I am still on the journey of finding my voice and really just being at peace with everything. Sometimes, you know, you look back and be like, dang, I was a whole wife. Like, I was a whole wife. I had a whole, like, life. And now I just don't have that at all. I mean, I have a life, but, like, my life is so different than it was. And I thank God that he'll restore family for me in the future. And I do look forward to that. I'm not content being single, don't get me wrong. But I definitely do know that I want family in the future. Will I settle? No, I will not. So I'd much rather be single than be with somebody who is not going to meet me where I'm at as far as wholeness is concerned. You gotta know who you are, man. And that last thing is the call to action. Just close your eyes and freaking jump. And when I say that, I don't mean literally. I just mean eliminate fear, voices, anything that would hinder you. Know that discomfort is a given. Discomfort breeds room for growth. Whenever the pot gets too small for the roots, it's because the roots have outgrown that space. So you have to take the plant and repot it in a bigger space. If you're eating too much and that size 2 dress gets a little too tight on your waist, it gets uncomfortable. And you gotta get a bigger size because you've grown a little bit. If your muscles, you've been working out in the gym and you're tearing that muscle, it gets really sore, man. Leg day, you can't get up the stairs. It's because your muscles are growing stronger. It breeds discomfort. That's what growth is. So know that as you're finding your voice, there's gonna be uncomfortable moments. There's going to be resistance, but you have to push through that and eliminate fear. Know the purpose and why you're doing what you're doing. Choose you and plow over any other obstacles. I mentioned in my first video how sometimes people's hurtful words would stop me from making any videos, and I am just proud to say that I have been consistent through January. I even did a surprise upload in the middle of the week last week, and it's just been so refreshing and nice to be consistent. For a month, I have grown. Thank you to everyone who's hit that subscribe button. I've got about 20 to 22 new subscribers. So I'm so grateful, so grateful. Thank you so much. Also, I took a look at my analytics and you see I've got watch time. Like all my numbers is up, 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 then it's up. If it's up, then it's up, then it's up. So thank you all for helping me grow consistently through January. It's only up from here. February, let's get it. In conclusion, finding your voice, you have to first identify what has silenced your voice from the jump. Secondly, be clear and confident in who you are. Figure that out. Ask yourself those questions. Next, be authentically you and don't stop. Who you are is so important to this world. Next, set your boundaries and stand beside them. I'ma stick beside them. I'ma stick beside them. And lastly, take action. Use it. Speak up. We want to hear it. Thanks so much for watching and spending this time with me. I'll see you guys again next Sunday. Bye.